Monica Henion lost her grandfather a few days ago there. Very sad, isn't it? His name was, or as she says, is Donald. That is the correct terminology, isn't it? Because he's in spirit now and that's what his name is. I just wondered if we could try and make contact with Donald there. So I think what we'll do is we'll use these mediumship cards here for this one, and we'll give them a shuffle. And as we shuffle them, Donald's spirit will manipulate them. Each card here, if you can just see them, each card has a pre-written message on it. And as we shuffle them, of course, we'll see what comes up. It's just about a sentence or so on each card, and then Donald's spirit will manipulate those sentences to put the sort of thing he wants to say. It might be word for word, but we may have to paraphrase it or something. We'll see how we go, see how we feel, see how we how we connect. We'll invite Donald to our setting. As we shuffle the cards, we just simply ask, Spirit of Donald, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Donald, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Donald, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Grandfather Donald, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Donald, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Donald, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Donald and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck there, as you can see, and we'll just place it, just pop it, just stick it over here, I think, just where you can see it, where we can get at it. I normally deal out about 3 cards. On average, you could say that's like beginning, middle and end or something like that, couldn't you? But in this case, if any more come out, if we feel as though what more cards want to come out, or we just feel as though something else needs to be said, if Donald's spirit sort of hints or whatever at that, then we'll go along with, we'll go with the flow, as you say. Let's see what the first thing Donald wants to say by pulling out the first card. Just before we do that, we'd like to welcome Donald, wouldn't we, to our setting, and Donald is here now. So before we just find out what you want to say, Donald, I'd like to thank you for your presence. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love, the message that you are about to give there. And we welcome you aboard, as you would say. So let's pick this first card here. Just striking 1 o'clock in the afternoon there, so we've just got the 1 o'clock news on, as you would say, haven't we, with Donald there. I wonder if he did like the 1 o'clock news. He probably was one of those current affairs gentlemen. I just get that feeling. But let's just see, settle down and see what this card is. This first one here is unicorn, isn't it? Look at that. He's just saying, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. Isn't that interesting? As a soul, I can be in several places at once. There. So let's just see, Monica, what we've got there. So really, he's just pointing out that as a soul, I mean, as a body, we're 3-dimensional, aren't we? We're limited, really, in a way, aren't we? Because we're 3-dimensional. But now he's omnipresent in the spirit world, and it means he can be with you, Monica, and he can be with any other relatives you've got there, any other loved ones, all at the same time. That's hard to comprehend, really, isn't it? It's hard to understand, really, to some degree. But if we look at and see what the next message is, part of the message he's got here, this might bring shed a bit of light onto that. Let's just, as we shuffle, just flip the card nice and slow there, not to disturb any energy, just nice and steady. Now, as you say, he's just saying, I'll always point you in the right direction, Monica. As a soul, I can be in several places at once, so I can be always with you wherever you are. Not that I'm following you, I don't need to follow you, Monica. That's what it's sort of saying, isn't it? He's sort of saying with that card, because he can be in several places, he can be at the where you start off and the destination at the same time. So he doesn't have to follow you, because he's along from beginning to end, be it a physical journey or be it a spiritual journey or any sort of journey that you're going on or whatever. I got a funny feeling as though he's sort of relating this to some sort of journey. I don't know why, I'm just sort of getting that journey sort of travel sort of feel on it. I don't know if you travel physically or if this is a sort of spiritual journey, but he's always going to point you in the right direction, whatever it is you want to do with the rest of your life. Tomorrow's sunrise is the beginning of the rest of your life. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, doesn't it? And that's what the Tao Te Ching says, isn't it? The Confucius thing there. Let's just see what the next thing he wants to say, and I'll just flip this card here. Let's just see what he's got to say there. Nice and slow there, not to disturb any energy. And he's just really saying that if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. I get this is as though he's learnt a lesson also. I've got a feeling as though this is like he's sort of saying lesson learnt. He's sort of admitting something, he's confessing to something maybe, on that sort of level. So I don't know what this is about there, Monica, but certainly I got a funny feeling as though his passing may have, yes, been something to do with a lifestyle choice that he had, and I don't know, drink too much, eat too much. I mean, we all do eat, don't we? I suppose a lot of us sometimes say too much, don't we, Donald? That can be part. I wouldn't say it'd be the death of us, but in some cases it can be if you're living in the wrong place at the wrong time. Saying the wrong thing can get you into a lot of trouble. But laughing and joking apart here, I got just a funny feeling as though he's sort of admitting to a way of life that maybe if he could live again, he wouldn't do what he did. Let's just put it that way. And now this is the point where normally we could finish on this, couldn't we? But I got a sort of sense as though I just want to pull another number two, another two cards. I feel as though may want to just pop out here. Let's pick the first one of those extra two cards here. And he's just saying here that he's just saying, Monica, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. And in a way, Donald, that's a bit of a paradox, or it's an irony, I don't know, because in a way you're telling him now, aren't you? Although he's saying, yes, I wish I'd lived differently, and I wish I'd told you a bit more often that I love you. Instead of maybe, I suppose, I don't know, drinking, doing whatever too much it was, maybe a bit of indulgence there, a bit of revelry and indulgence that we're all, I suppose, guilty of, aren't we, to some degree or other. join the club, Donald. Welcome aboard. If you want #1 membership, probably somebody else has got it before you, i.e. me. But this is not about me, it's about you, isn't it, Donald? And laughing and joking apart, I'm sure that Monica there would you know, probably wishes also that she may have, you know, wished that she had told you how much she loved you as well. But you see, that's the thing, you can tell each other, can't you, any time? Because as a soul, Donald, you're in several places at any one time, and because of that, you can point her in the right direction, can't you? Yes, the benefit of hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? We all wish that we probably lived differently, and time is a sort of resource that we haven't got much of, really. But nevertheless, we can all wish that we hadn't expressed our love and said it, but we're saying it now, aren't we, Donald? And that's the main thing. You're saying it now, aren't you? And by saying it now, you don't need to have it on your conscience at all or anything, because as a soul you can be in several places at once. You can be here, not just in space, but in time as well. So although this is a recording, this video is a recording, you can watch it again, and as Monica's watching it now, it's happening now for her, isn't it, Donald? You're there in the here and the now, as is and as will be from here. So as a soul, I can be in several places at once. That can indicate time and space, or space and time, then, as you would say. Maybe we could include that, couldn't we? I just want to pull another card here. There, I sort of feel this other card coming out here, just to see what extra. I know we did say we did say two, didn't we, really? But let's just see what this is here, and we'll just flip that over there and just see what that is. And that's just saying, he's just saying, I feel healthy and happy, Monica. That's all I want you. All I want you to know. So we could just go through those again, just quickly gather them there, just as we do. We just go through them, and he's just basically said in brief there, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. I will always point you in the right direction, Monica. I just want you to know that I'll always point you in the right direction. And yes, if I'd only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. But I wish I'd told you also how much I loved you. I also wish I'd told you how much I loved you. But nevertheless, regardless of that, I feel healthy and happy now, and I can rest in knowing that I've told you, and knowing maybe I've told you that I wished I told you, if you know what I mean. Try and get around that one. Try and get your tongue around that one. That's a bit of a tongue twister, that one, Donald, isn't it? So I think really with that, I somehow, I know it's really, I don't know if it's me, but I just somehow feel another card wants to come out, or Donald just wants you to say, come on, pull that one out there, like you get that sort of feeling from it. Just pull that one out there, or pick that one, take that one, and just take another one for me. It's like as if this is like a final thing he wants to say. I don't know if this is an important thing, or, I mean, it's all important, isn't it, really? But the import of this one, he just says, there's no such thing as death. That's, I feel healthy and happy. I just want you to know, Monica, I just want you to remind you, really, there's no such thing as death. And that's why I can be in several places all at once. That's why I can point you in the right direction. And also, yes, that's why I can have my regrets, and and say I wish you know, if I'd have known then what I know now, I'd have left definitely. But that's why I can say, why I can know that. But also, it's also why I can tell you how much I love you. Yes, I can tell you I regret how much I didn't tell you, or whatever. I wish I'd told you more often I loved you when I was on earth. But because there's no such thing as death, I'm feeling better now. I'm feeling healthy and happy, so I can tell you more often I love you if you just listen to me there. There's no such thing as death, and it's because there's no such thing as death that you can tell me also how much you maybe wished you told me more often that you love me, but nevertheless, you can tell me that you love me all the time now. You can, because I'm not dead, you can not talk to me as if I'm still there, but you can talk to me because I'm not dead, because I'm still there. That's what it's about, isn't it? And I sort of get that's what he's sort of saying. I sort of go, whew, you know, like a sigh of relief, as if he's saying, thank God I've got that off my chest. That's okay, Donald, don't worry. It's nice to let go, isn't it? But it's just nice to it's when they pass away sometimes, and you think I never got a chance to say goodbye. But there's no need to say goodbye to Donald, is there, Donald? Because you know you haven't gone anywhere. You've only gone physically somewhere. You're still there spiritually, and you're not dead, as you've said. So there's no real need to say goodbye. Probably that's why we feel guilty that we didn't say goodbye, because we don't understand that they're still here. If we knew they were still here, we'd realise that there's no need to say goodbye, and there's nothing to feel sorry or to regret. I want to pull a card again. I just want to pull this card here. I just feel there's something waving saying pull me out. I just want to say something else while you were rabbiting on there. Yes, Donald, it is beautiful where I am. I'm not dead. It's beautiful where I am. He's in a nice place, and that's why I suppose he feels healthy and happy, because he's not. It's the physical body that's unhealthy that gets ill, isn't it? But the spirit is a thing being immortal as itself, then as it is, as your own soul there. It's there, plain to see. So I think with that, Donald, it's brilliant to you've got a good energy anyway, straight, frank to the point, as is always the case. But I just sense a sense of humour going on, a bit of a smile maybe, saying, well, if I don't know now, yes, okay, we got the regrets, but nevertheless I'm not dead, so no need to say goodbye, because I haven't gone away, you know. So just be careful, I'm still there, I'm watching you. And because I'm watching you, I can be in several places at once. I can always be looking out for you and protecting you from harm. And I got a sort of feeling as though he might be saying he's your guardian angel. I don't know why. I'm just getting that. I could be wrong. I reserve the right to be wrong. Not very often I'm right and then wrong again. And I'll reserve that right. But you go by how you feel. And if it feels right, then it's right. If it feels wrong, it's wrong. If it feels a bit in between, then you can work on it. But either way, Donald, I want to thank you for your presence. And I think we're going to now leave Donald's love with you, Monica, because we'll just pack Grandad's cards away there, your grandfather's cards away. And we'll just put them in a neat pile like that, just out of respect for Donald. And Donald, I just want to say now that love is the law, love is the bond. Merry did we meet, merry do we part, and merry may we meet again. Blessed be to Donald and all absent friends. Until next time now, goodbye, Donald, and rest in peace. For now, these cards have spoken.